So we know Joe Rogan had a podcast with Trump recently, a 3-hour podcast. Great interview. One of the best, I believe, interviews I have ever seen. Well, you do know YouTube has took it down. You can't find it. But Joe Rogan has actually posted it on X. But they've taken it down. You can't really find it there anymore. Well, now, I wondered how long it would take for Kamala to whine. Well, it's not fair. He got on the Rogan. Okay, so it has happened. She was asked to come on the show, but he is clarifying for the record the Harris campaign has not passed on doing the podcast. They offered a date for Tuesday, but I would had to have traveled to her, and they only wanted to do an hour. Go figure. I strongly feel the best way to do it is in the studio in Austin. My sincere wish is to just have a nice conversation and get to know her as a human being. I really hope we can make this happen. Well, Charlie Kirk rebutted and said America deserves 3 hours with Kamala and Joe Rogan, unscripted. Hope it happens and she stops trying to dictate the terms. You have a format. It works. She should stop trying to change it, just like America. And see, people don't understand. A podcast is different from doing a TikTok live, a Facebook live, or any kind of live like podcast, one-on-one. There are programming that has to take place as far as your producers, or if you're doing it yourself, not everything has to be pre-planned. It's on the spot. So here they're wanting to try to pre-plan a podcast. And with a podcast, it's real, it's raw, it's authentic. And with the Biden-Harris campaign, you can't have a teleprompter there. So be real, be authentic, and be raw about it, if it's possible with you. But PJ Paul had a good point. Joe, please remember that Kamala Harris is part of the administration that was literally trying to get your show censored and removed from Spotify for misinformation, literally from the White House press secretary herself. And she did state that. You owe them nothing and they deserve nothing from you. But I do understand why Joe wants to do it. To be fair about it, they're both the candidate. But, Kamala, she can only handle an hour. And actually, I would watch it because I think it would be quite comical. I think it would be freaking hilarious. What, she gets through 28 minutes of one, and it's hilarious. It really is. I'm sure she'll tell you, just go to my website. You'll see the 80-something policies I have on there. Guarantee you, Trump could actually tell you every single one of those policies that he carried. Well, I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Country Crazy out.